Hi everyone, my name is Stormi the Folf, and I forgot to put my hand paws on. Let's try this again. Hi everyone, my name is Stormi the Folf, and today we're gonna do Q&A number 5. For those that don't know, I like to do a Q&A every few months or so by, answering any questions you might have for me to answer, whether it be about the furry fandom, why I am the way I am, or, I don't know, what I ate for breakfast. Just Q&As, questions and answers. That's what Q&A means, in case you didn't know. Anyway, as of last night, I officially hit 15,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for supporting my channel, for watching my videos. Even if you're not subscribed, the fact that you're just watching this video right now does in fact help my channel grow. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Anyway, let's begin the Q&A. Since you are the god of weather, would you mind making it a bit cooler? Sure, I agree. It is getting a bit toasty in here. I think the heat index today is about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So let me see if I can turn this thing down a bit. Is this thing even working? Okay, this thing must be broken because I got it set to minus 99 degrees and it's still hotter than, oh my potato! Would you order a potato pizza only for $1? Okay, give me one good reason why I should support someone who cooks and sells my people as edible matter. Think about that for a second. Imagine people eating potatoes. That's just, no, do not eat potatoes, do not eat my people. What was the idea behind the blue swirls on your persona's face? Well, they're actually inspired by these swirls on the Sega Dreamcast. When I was a kid, I had to have everything with the word Sega on it, and I was a massive Sonic fan, and I still am to some degree. Have you ever been to TFF or TFS? I haven't been to Texas Furry Fiesta yet, but I really hope to attend it next year. As for TFS, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that means, except maybe, Team 4-Star? I don't know. I have met them before, though, at San Japan and Comic-Con. What was your greatest fear when joining the fandom or furry YouTube? Now, when it came to joining the fandom, I wasn't necessarily afraid, but I was somewhat concerned that people would misjudge me outside of the fandom, and that is one of the many reasons I held back for so long on going public about, well, being a furry. What was your first childhood toy? This is a tough one because 1, my memory sucks, and 2, that was a long time ago. So I'm gonna take a wild guess. I think I had one of those Tonka trucks, back when they were made of metal instead of plastic. That's how far I go back. I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. Aside from potatoes and storms, what other stuff does Stormi like? Pepperoni pizza, a fast internet connection, air conditioning, especially right now because I have it turned off so you guys can hear me, a big fluffy bed, almost anything with Sonic the Hedgehog or Tails on it, Mountain Dew Ice, Treble the Dutch Angel Dragon, all of my furry friendos, and well, you, the person that's watching this. Thank you for watching my content. Why are you scared of bees? Oh god. This has been a fear of mine since I was a kid. Where I grew up, there's a lot of nature around me. Trees, plants, grass, animals, bugs, and lots of little tiny towns. No tall buildings in sight. Just nature everywhere. I honestly don't know how I learned that bees can hurt you, but ever since I found that out, I pretty much scream and run away from anything that buzzes, flies, and or has yellow or red and black stripes. Like wasps, for instance. I get to deal with those sometimes. It is a lot of fun, and by that, I mean it's absolutely terrifying. What is your favorite season? The one where it's not blistering hot or bone-chillingly cold. Where I live, it's pretty much known as fall and most of the winter. Winters here are very mild, and I pretty much need air conditioning 9 months out of the year, sometimes longer. It only snows here once every 10 years or so, and when it happens to actually snow, everyone hibernates and all the stores close, like the entire town goes into shutdown mode because, we're not prepared for snow because it never snows here. Hurricanes? That's a different story. What all cons are you going to be going to? For the rest of the year, I am going to Megaplex, and that's only because a friend invited me and is basically paying for everything. I don't know why my friends like to spoil me. I really did not expect that. Oh, and after that, I'm going to Emerald's First Summit, which is a really small furry convention about an hour and a half away from me. And at the end of the year, finally, Midwest Fur Fest. When are you coming to any cons in Europe like Eurofurence or Nordic FuzzCon? And I hope I pronounced both of those properly. When I'm not scared of flying, because I've never been on a plane, and when I can afford it. I do want to travel abroad and attend fur cons overseas, especially Furry, for instance. I have a lot of fans in Australia for some reason, so yeah. Plus I want to meet Bakari. What's your favorite memory or experience during the furry fandom? Oh gosh, aside from meeting Trouble, the love of my life, it will be the time I met Banjira, and as of recently, talking to Bakari Roo in one of my live streams. She recently became one of my patrons, and that was so surreal for me because she is my #1 YouTube inspiration. What are your favorite video game soundtracks? Anything from Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Sonic the Hedgehog, or any of the Mario titles. What's your favorite song from any Sonic game? That would have to be the Cash Cash remix of Escape from the City from City Escape in Sonic Generations. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. I love that song so much that I played it during the debut of my full suit. Why don't you do a video when you go to a furry con? I've been meaning to eventually make this happen, but I always hit a few roadblocks along the way. First one being, some conventions won't let you run around holding a camera. I know, it's kind of a weird rule, but, you know, they have reasons for that, I'm sure. Second one being, it's really hard to get my voice to come out clearly on my phone, which is why I've yet to do a live stream at a convention. However, I am going to try my best to make this happen at Megaplex or EFS, so stay tuned. Do you believe that without your fursuit, you wouldn't feel whole as a furry? Short answer, no. Long answer, still, no. The fursuit doesn't make the furry. However, the furry does indeed make the fursuit. The fursuit itself is just a visual representation on how a furry would like to see themselves outside of reality, usually. Not having a fursuit doesn't make you any less furry than one with a $4,000 full suit. Seriously, I shouldn't have to explain that you don't need a fursuit in order to identify as a furry. Some people seem to think that you need a fursuit in order to attend a fur con or identify as a furry. Otherwise, you're not a real furry. And I'm sorry, but that's a total load of... Anyway, let's get to the next question before I start ranting. How did you feel when you first unboxed your fursuit? Excited, scared, nervous, anxious, confused, panicky, just like a rainbow of emotions. And one of the first things I said, I kid you not, because I have an old video of me unboxing it somewhere, was the word potato. Right when I was opening the box, that was one of the first things I said. And to this day, I don't know why I said that. And perhaps that's one of the reasons why I say it so much now. I have no explanation. Thoughts on the hated on Sonic games like Sonic Forces, the Sonic Adventure games, and so on? Everyone has a right to their opinion no matter what it may be, and the same applies to the Sonic franchise for the most part. In my opinion, Sonic has had a very rocky transition to the 3D world ever since Sonic Adventure was released on the Dreamcast. It just feels like it's very difficult to make a Sonic game fun when you're traveling at super fast speeds in a 3D perspective, whereas in the 2D world, it's a lot simpler to follow. I could really make a whole video on it, to be honest. That's just what I think, though. What's your favorite thing about being a furry? Being a furry has allowed me to explore a lot of new hobbies, activities, and has inspired me to push myself through the hardest of times and to never give up, no matter how grim things may seem. It's honestly changed my life. Because of the furry fandom, I have a loving girlfriend. Because of the furry fandom, I have a bunch of new hobbies. I love to travel to new places now. Really, I could go on and on. I want to save that for a separate video if I'm honest. Have you played any 3D Sonic games? Do you like 3D Sonic games? What about your favorites? To answer all those, yes I have. I have played many 3D Sonic games. My favorites are Sonic Generations and Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Heroes, however, does get an honorable mention, like it's third place, if that makes sense. I do like Sonic Heroes. How many times have you tripped in suit? Surprisingly, believe it or not, only 2 or 3 times. But bumping into things and stepping on things I wasn't supposed to step on, that's a whole nother story. How long do you think you will hold onto the furry fandom? Please answer realistically. I think it's safe to say that most furries can't answer this one realistically, so my best answer to this is, indefinitely. Like I mentioned before, the furry fandom has changed my life. I see no reason to drop it, especially since it's got me through the toughest of times in recent years. What's the best way not to get lost in your first convention? First of all, try to get a map of the convention center's layout, how it connects to your hotel, and so on. Study the maps a few weeks before the convention starts. Secondly, do not go alone. If you go alone and you're completely new to the convention itself, you're probably going to get lost. I know I would have, because I have a very poor sense of direction. I could get lost in a closet. Actually, I want to show you guys something if I could. I'm going to have to leave the room for a second. Where's the door? Where did all the doors go? Where's the window? How do I get out of here? Why a potato? Because potatoes are love. Potatoes are life. Potatoes are a state of mind. That's like asking me, why do we need water or oxygen? You are a very silly individual. You know, the world would be a very different place without our starchy friends. Why don't they teach about potatoes in school? What cons are for under 18? My age is under 18 and I can't find a con that is for under 18. This is a really good question. I'm wondering if it's just a specific law in your country because I have never ever heard of such a law here in the United States. Nearly all furry conventions can be attended by anyone of any age. Of course, your parent or guardian has to sign a consent form in order for you to attend said convention if you are under the age of 18. Maybe try looking into your country's specific laws if you can, because there's usually a way you can work around it provided your parent or legal guardian will sign forms. Do you like cold weather? I like the cold weather that hovers around 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's about it. Anything more is too hot and I will melt, and anything less will turn me into an icy frozen potato. I don't know who controls the thermostat outside, but they are very inconsiderate and rude. Like today is almost 100 degrees outside. Who wants it 100 degrees outside? Seriously, whose idea was it to set the thermostat that high? Let me know in the comments, who is the most majestic? I'm not sure personally, but check out this picture of a beautiful lion suitor. I know it's kind of off topic, but this is one of the most adorable lion fursuits I have ever seen. Now, if I only knew who this suitor was. And that's all the questions I have for this particular Q&A. If you have a question you think I should answer or look into, let me know in the comments by typing hashtag Q&A and your question. Anyway, if you like this video, consider leaving a comment, maybe leave a like, click the subscribe button and ring the bell thingamabob doodad, whatever YouTube has people doing these days for subscriptions to actually do what they're supposed to do. And of course, share this video with your other potato friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hit my nose. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!